In this video, we would like to integrate x squared times the square root of x plus 1. Now, kind of my intuition looking at this is that I see this inside function, this square root is outside, the x plus 1 being inside it. And I'm not seeing really any other way to go about it besides trying a u substitution. So I'm going to go ahead and let u be equal to x plus 1, and we'll kind of see where that leads us. So if we let u equal x plus 1, that takes care of what's inside the square root. And what we need to do is take this integral solely in terms of x's and express it solely in terms of u's. So in terms of differentials, we have that du is equal to dx. So the dx is going to become du. And now the problem is we have this leftover x that we somehow need to write in terms of u's. And this is something that occurs commonly. And how we take care of this is we go back to our substitution. The substitution expresses the relationship between the variables u and x. So solving for x gives us that x is equal to u minus 1. So now we can take this integral, which is solely in terms of x's, and express it solely in terms of u's. So x is u minus 1. It's being squared. And we have square root u du. And now we're good to go. A little bit of algebra will help out. And kind of a nice situation to be in is to just have all powers of u. So expanding out the u minus 1 squared, that would be u squared minus 2u plus 1. And square root u is simply u to the 1/2. Now we can distribute through the u to the 1/2 and have all powers of u. So that'd be u to the 5/2 minus 2u to the 3/2 plus u to the 1/2. And now we anti-differentiate term by term. So it would be 5/2 plus 1 is 7/2, so 2/7 u to the 7/2. Then minus 2 times, so your 3/2 plus 1 is 5/2, so 2/5 u to the 5/2, and similarly here plus 2/3 u to the 3/2, and then plus c. And now our last step is to get it back in terms of that original variable x. So everywhere where we see a u, we just need to substitute back in that u is equal to x plus 1. So 2/7 x plus 1 to the 7/2 minus 4/5 times x plus 1 to the 5/2 plus 2/3 times x plus 1 to the 3/2 plus c.